this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They go option right on second and goal. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. the 15.
Here we go.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. That's Samuel, caught offside. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Right, 97.
Ritter from the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Now Herbert going to change the look. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th
taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Vikings! Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ritter off the play fake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gomez. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go. Smith red. Check pitch. Hut.
Up the middle they go. It's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Vikings sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one. so they don't fall into a big hole.
Herbert on first down now. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trey McBride with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Ritter going to change it up.
43 rail. Black shot. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Second and 10 now. It's Ritter. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones.
Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
St. Brown in motion right.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with ETN.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5. Go. Hey, Kappa.
Set. Here's Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Now it's Herbert.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert now. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Ritter after that pick six.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
On 1st down, Ritter. That's complete to Palmer.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
full period. Hey, check mega. Ready?
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Ready? 10 cycles.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 2nd and 2. To the air again, it's Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down, and they're going to speed things up here. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! DJ Moore, 32 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On second down, Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Go.
Here's Herbert. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Etienne. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
22 needle.
On third down, Palmer. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Well, on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Home troops right. Hey, go lion.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 20, here's second down and 8.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Josh, 17. Hey, blue. Claude red. Hut.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Ritter from the gun. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Ready. 52 blaster. Hut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
10 cycles.
At the Vikings
Ready.
4-yard line.
Going play action. Ritter.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Collins. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Drill, 52.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Green Jack. Ready?
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ritter going to change it up.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Black shot. White.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Ritter. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Go red. Shoot yellow. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
An audible here to get a new look.
Drill green. Cut.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Let's go. Watch out now. 50 Furies. Ready.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Minnesota,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.